Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is an end of the month for December Tarot Oracle reading. And Aquarius, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Aquarius, we still all have a little bit of Aquarius in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Aquarius in? That's where this energy shows up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. This is a general or collective reading, so be aware that some parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. And we'll begin with the underlying energy for the reading from the bottom of the deck. And we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is one of four kings in the major arcana. He's sitting on his throne, and he's got the wand in his hand. That's the element of fire, which he represents. And this is the background. There's salamanders in circles and lions, which represents protection from fire. And the king, he's the most charismatic of all the kings. He's the kind of guy you wouldn't kick out of bed for eating crackers. He's, very highly desirable and a lot of fun to be around. And he's a visionary, so he has really great ideas, and he loves to put them into action. So his element is action, basically. So that's what the underlying energy of this reading is. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is sitting on her throne, and she is representing the cup energy, which is of love. This can be romantic love, which it usually does mean, but it also can mean love for your family, love for your children, like the Queen of Cups. She's the most maternal of all the queens. So she has unconditional love, and her cup is the only one in the tarot that actually has a lid on it, which is saying that she's a container for unconditional love. So she's the most maternal of all the queens. So if she's most likely to be married and in a more traditional relationship, and she's known for her capacity for love, like for being able to be there. She's someone you can rely on, that kind of energy. And the most traditional, I'd say, of all the queens is when it comes to marriage and family and that kind of energy. She's also the most maternal. So sometimes this Queen of Cups can represent like the maternal line, like grandma, grandmother, great-grandmother, like that. Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, sorry. And I just also want to point out that the king and the queen are archetypes. All the figures in the tarot are archetypes. So they can represent actually the king could be a woman in her masculine energy, as well as a man in his masculine energy. And the queen could be a woman in her feminine energy, as well as a man in his feminine energy. So this is the energy for the underlying part of the underlying energy for the internal boundaries, internal dynamics within you, the internal forces. This is what you can control. This is about how you are, how you handle external forces. So the first card out, we have Conviction Beyond a Doubt. So this energy is talking about that on some level, this usually, the energy of the King of Wands is someone that once has a project in mind or something they're passionate about, and they want to bring it forward. And the Queen of Cups is there to support it. It's kind of like having that ability to be able to make life easier for the king to be able to get that done. So it can represent, these could be just one person, and it could represent your masculine and your feminine energy, as well as two different people. And one of them is kind of the one that goes out and does like the more the earning for the family and brings home the bacon, so to say. And the other is more about running the family, that maternal energy. So this here is Conviction Beyond a Doubt. So it's when you know what you know. So this energy is saying we know what we want, and it's something like that. Yeah, this can be romance, but it also can mean something you love to do or something you love to be, and your family, how much you love them, and that kind of energy. So this is talking about there's conviction beyond a doubt that there's something that you want to do. It's an action because we have the wand there. And it's like the king has, like, this is, there's been some sort of conflict. And it's kind of like, or some issue with getting what you want here. And this person has the energy of, I'm going to have what I have because I know what I know. And I have no doubt that this is what I want to do. And so this energy can be like something maybe happened and this person had to stand on higher ground to protect themselves. And this wand is across their heart. That represents that they will protect what they want and what is desirable to them, like, and they have passion for it. And you notice this person has two different footwear on. He's got a boot on one foot, and then he's got a shoe on the other. So this could represent someone that had to had to rush into something to protect something, and just didn't even have time to check which shoes he put on. Like, it's that kind of energy. So let's see what this is about. And we have the Ace of Wands. So we have a passion for discovery here. The Ace of Wands is a gift from the universe, and this gift is something that is destined for you. Basically, it's a reward for being in the correct energy. To you're willing to work for what you want. You know what you want. That kind of energy, and it's being handed to you by God and the universe. So this is a passion for new discovery. So this could be a project that you are just beginning, a new business. Quite often this represents entrepreneurial energy, because the king is very like someone who's visionary. So it could be a unique quality or something that you're bringing out. And I feel like this could represent a married couple. They're both looking in the same direction. His job is to bring home the bacon, and her job is to look after the home and the children and that kind of energy. So this feels like a really traditional partnership here. And then we have Temperance. So it's really interesting. We have a lot of the fire element here, the element of fire. And the element of fire is about passion, like, and this is like Sagittarian energy coming out here. Temperance is represents Sagittarius energy, and we just left we just left Sagittarius, and we're now moving into Capricorn, and like just now on the cusp. And on the cusp of that is also the solstice. So the solstice is the longest night and the shortest day of the year. And after this night, after tonight, when I'm doing this reading, so it'll be in the morning, it'll be like the shortest day. And after that, the days will start to get longer. So this can represent sometimes like the light at the end of the tunnel, something moving forward after having a lot of difficulty. This is like the light at the end of the tunnel kind of energy coming in. And it looks like the Temperance represents someone who's been very patient and has been pouring into their love into something. And I feel like that this is a couple working together, or this could be two partners working together on a business. And this energy talks about being very patient and being on your journey and having to, I'd say, like, if this is a married couple pouring into each other, and, he does his part, she does her part. But there's been some sort of, I feel like this is some energy maybe around a business or in the family that is kind of conflicting. And so it's required patience to be able to get through it. The wands represent action. And the moon that we just came out of also, like, we had a new moon on the 19th, 20th. So we had the new moon, and then the next day, the solstice, that was last night. And then we have this new energy moving into the new year. And that's the kind of so there's a lot of new coming in, and that's what this gift is. It's saying that whatever this energy is that you've been patiently been waiting for it to change, or for whatever this is to come around finally. You've been patiently waiting, and because you've stayed on your path, this is saying like this the water always represents emotions in the tarot. So I feel like, and then she's got one foot in the water and she's got one foot on land. And so this is representing the energy of, having emotions here, but not being overwhelmed by them now, as maybe in the past there was. And quite often this card can represent also the energy of an earth angel, what they call an earth angel. So someone whose mission was to come to earth with unconditional love. And this could represent, again, one person with the masculine and feminine energies, or it could represent a partner. Okay, so we've got marriage or commitment anyway. So again, this is the marriage card, and we do have love here. So this could be, for some of you, like it's a commitment to marriage, or it could be a commitment to a business, or it could be a commitment within yourself to stay on your destined path and pouring love into yourself, having unconditional love for yourself and for your, for your journey, basically. This energy is often, it's fulfillment, and it's kind of like the beginning stages of fulfillment. Like, there's the castle in the background, but you have to go through the portal. You have to stay on the path that you want, and you have to be dedicated to it. And then you have to be patiently, to work your way towards that. And this energy can sometimes be like the 1111 portal or the 111 portal, which is a portal of energy. And you'll know if you're in that, because what'll happen is you'll start noticing like 1111 or 111 on the clock. You'll just look up, oh, it's 1111 again, like that kind of energy. Or someone drives by and their license plate is 111, or there's an address and, oh, look, it's 111, that kind of energy. And it's a synchronicity that the universe, a lot of people refer to this as angel numbers. And it's a synchronicity that the universe is showing you. What this energy means is focus on what it is that you want and let go of what you don't want. It's saying that you have a real strong ability right now to manifest what you want, but you have to stay focused on your thoughts. Like if you find yourself, like when you see the 111 and you'll realize, oh my goodness, I was having a really negative thought about myself or about whatever this is, like it's not going to work. It means change it and focus on what you want. This card kind of says like, okay, you found the partner that you want to share this with. If it's marriage, there's your castle, and you have the down payment, but now you still are going to have to pay the mortgage. It's kind of like that kind of energy. And the moon is coming in here. I felt like with all this Sagittarius energy, we're still in the energy of the new moon. And the new moon, the moon card is talking about coming out of that emotional water and having the courage to go on your path, going after whatever this is that you're doing your best to manifest. And it's talking about you might have to make yourself vulnerable, because there's a dog here and there's a wolf, and they're both howling at the moon. And somehow you have to go on your path past them and not be distracted by the energy. This says there might be some illusions around what you're doing. This also represents eclipse energy, when, like a lunar or a solar eclipse. And that was a few months back. So I feel like this represents more the solstice. This card has been coming up a lot. So we had the new moon energy saying move into the new, and we have the solstice saying if you've been going under having a lot of hardship or conflict or challenge within yourself or with others to obtain this goal, this is a great time to stay focused, like get through that portal. Don't get distracted. Keep going on your path. And if it's been challenging and you feel like you're in the dark and you don't know what to do, the light is coming. The sun is here, as well as the full moon and the new moon. So the full moon was a Gemini full moon on December 4th, and on January 3rd, we have a full moon in Capricorn. So if you haven't released what you need to release, you'll have another opportunity to do that at the beginning of the year, moving into the beginning of the year. And then we have Destiny. So this card's been coming up a lot also. Like, it's really interesting how tarot works. I do a lot of readings, and I'm doing all the shuffling, and the same cards are coming out a lot because the energy is moving into this new year. So whatever this energy is, the wheel of fortune is turning. This is also Sagittarius energy. And as I said, we're moving, on top of everything else, we're moving out of Sagittarius energy on the new moon and into Capricorn. And Capricorn energy is the mountain goat. And the mountain goat is climbing the mountain step by step. And like, if you've ever traveled through Canada and you're ever in Banff, it's crazy, the mountains, and you see the mountain goats there, and it's like they're on such a steep slope, and you wonder, how did they get up there? And the thing about the Capricorn goat, it's got front legs or hooves are like a mountain goat, but its back is a fishtail. So it has to use that as a rudder. So imagine that, you know. So what it's saying is, like, the Capricorn energy is the most ambitious to bring what you have, your thoughts, or your, like, if you have some product that you want to make, or something innovative, something unique, and you've been working on it, but there's been issues, and you're trying to find solutions. This is the perfect energy, because the determination of the Capricorn energy is about bringing what is like in the ethers and bringing that down to earth into a material form. And we moved into Capricorn today also. So it's really very different energy today. It's a little bit volatile. And then we have, for the external forces, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is talking about, pentacles are health, wealth, and like happiness in the 3D. So the Queen of Pentacles is known for her ability to be very resourceful. She knows the value of a dollar. She doesn't just spend money willy-nilly. She she prefers quality over quantity. And she probably comes from a family that's more like old money, because that's kind of the energy that she's in. She's the Queen of the Pentacle. Now, it's not just about money, and money is just another form of abundance, but it's about abundance in the 3D. And that's also the energy of Capricorn that we just moved into. So this is saying that the wheel is turning for you, Aquarius, and it's moving into this energy. And the Aquarius energy is perfect for this kind of, if it's like an entrepreneurial thing or a new marriage, or you want to move to somewhere new or something like that. You're trying to find creative solutions. The Aquarius energy is all about experimenting. So it's about, okay, well, let's try this and then observe it. And if it didn't work, then we'll do something different. We'll do it slightly different to see how that works. And then if it does work, then we'll double up on that and we'll do it that way until it doesn't work. So it's about really being adaptable to the energy around you to get to where you want to go and what you want to do. And this energy here is how you identify right now. So I feel like you're kind of like in a position where you know what you want and you know what you know, but there's something that's not allowing you to get there, and you feel like you're in a rush, like you have to get it. So it could have to do with you need to get a product out there. It could be maybe you are into retail or something, and you're trying to get your product out in time for Christmas. And Christmas is only like 3 days away or 4 days away right now. So it's kind of like maybe you have a real, a deadline that you have to meet. That's the energy I'm getting. And this is the position of your abundance and self-worth. So it's like I'm getting you love what you're doing, and you love to find the creative solutions for it. And that's the energy you need to be in. This is the gift that the universe is giving you, is to be in that energy. And then Temperance, this is about your communication from early life. So understanding like how your parents did things, that you might have to do things differently. This is also talking about pouring the energy, if it's from partner to partner, or if it's within yourself, so that you stay on the path, so you feed yourself. And this is talking about having the patience. And so the Sagittarius, and this represents Sagittarius energy, and so does this. And as I said, we're on the cusp of that from Sagittarius moving into Capricorn. So this is saying like you've been patient and you've been pouring your energy into whatever this is, and you've crossed the threshold already. Like this is saying that your emotional foundation is strong, and this can be like about regarding like more, I feel like the Queen of Cups energy. It's your home and your family, and like it might represent where you want to live, having maybe starting a new business so that you can start making the money, because we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups here. And this is kind of outside forces though. And then this energy is talking about having creative solutions, and that's that Aquarius energy of experimenting. And also, if it could be a new relationship coming in, because this also represents romance, but there's some sort of illusions here, or something that you can't, you know what you know, but there's something that you're missing. Like it's like there's a piece missing out of the puzzle that would make life easier. But this is representing the past, the present, and the future all coming together. Like the Wheel of Fortune actually has 3 wheels on it: the past, the present, and the future. And they're working in synchronicity to bring this energy in for you. And what a perfect time to move into the new, then right on all the cusp of this energy. We're also moving into the energy from 2025, which is a 9-year cycle ending. 2 + 2 + 5 = 9, and that represents the end of a cycle. So we're not just moving from 2025 into 2026 it's just another new year. It's actually the end of a decade almost cycle, and we're moving into a new cycle, because 2 + 2 + 6 is 10. 1 + 0 is 1. So it's a 1 year. So there's a lot of people are feeling this energy, like they want to do something new, and the universe wants to do something new. And we can see this because we moved into the age of Aquarius back in around 2020, out of the age of Pisces. And Pisces energy is very like old boys club energy. Like people would everybody did the same thing. You would meet someone, you would get married, finish school, meet someone, get a job somewhere. You would probably work at that business, in that company for your entire life sometimes. And there was always steady work. It wasn't like you worried about it. And you could buy a house, everybody did. And it was, the society was set up like that. And it was just kind of like everybody around you was kind of doing the same thing. And it was just kind of kind of older type, people were married. The husband would work outside the home, and the wife would raise the kids and look after the home while her husband was at work. And then she would budget, and, and there was like, it was just and the neighbors were all doing the same. Everybody was kind of in the same energy. And now in the Aquarian energy, it's very unique, and it's like this energy, very visionary, and wanting to do something different, and wanting to experiment, and what if I did this, and what if I did that? And that's what this energy is here. So some people really hate that energy, and they prefer like the Piscean energy. And some people love this experimental energy. So this is kind of if you're sitting there and you're saying, oh, I want to do that, but what if this happens? What if that happens? That's your internal forces, and that's what you have control over. And it feels like you're on the cusp, like you're right there. You're about to move into this ambitious Capricorn energy of bringing this, whatever this is, into being. And then we have, yes, and it's the Chariot. So it's happening. It's already happening. The wheels are spinning. And you'll notice here that the person in the Chariot is not there's no rains. They don't need rains because they're on their destined path and they're committed to it. They know what they know and they have no doubt this is what they want. And when you're in that position, or you have that energy like in the Piscean energy where everybody was doing the same thing, so it was just, this is what you do. Now it's kind of like more visionary, but you know this is what you want to do, and you're moving right into the Capricorn energy, and it's going to be another cycle. Like, so if you've been having kind of a challenging time for the last, like 10 years, it could be, or shorter, but moving into that energy of like trying to, establishing something. Sometimes this energy speaks of expanding. Like, so if you have a business, expanding your business, or if you have a family, you're married, deciding, okay, now we're in a position where we can have children and we can get pregnant and have babies, that kind of energy. Yes, and so the Knight of Wands is coming in these external forces, and this is the energies coming in. So then the Knight of Wands is very passionate, and this is a rebel with a cause. So that's why I'm feeling that whatever this project, this energy is, it's very like something very different and unique, and so that's probably why it's taken you a while to bring it into being. And it's also something that the visionary qualities of the King of Wands are like about being really passionate about doing something other people have never done, kind of energy, like solving the mysteries of the world kind of energy. And you notice the big red plume on the helmet here, that represents like a real fiery temper, and someone that he's holding his horse back. And because this is representing someone that has that fire, but they've learned to control their temper because they know they don't want to waste the energy on it. And this tunic with the salamanders on it is protection from fire. So it's kind of like they've learned to rein themselves in. And that's why now they don't have to rein themselves in, because they're on the path. And it's destined, and the wheel is turned. Everything in the universe is supporting this energy coming forward. So this could be something that is really powerful, that could really do a lot of good for the entire planet and the universe. And there's a lot of potential for money. Like, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Like, she prefers, like, what she brings in is of value. And so with that energy, and again, this could be one person with all of these qualities doing this, or this could be a couple, and the Queen could be adopting. This could be saying that the Queen is supportive of, she loves her husband and loves her family and running that part of it, and she also supports what he's doing. That old-fashioned 50, 60, 70 type of energy, how marriage used to be, kind of, and how neighbors would help each other, and you knew everybody, and you would share tools, and all of that kind of energy. And the sun is shining on this. So this is something that you've been wanting since you were a child, and it's been destined for you. This is the energy, you were born to do this. God supports it, the universe supports it, and it's a heavy banner. So whatever it is, I'm just getting it's something that's going to really bring a lot of wealth to the world. Like, it's big, it's an invention or a dynamic or something like that, and it's something that has been a dream since you were a child. Very Aquarian energy here also. And so this is talking about, this is the happiest card in the deck. And so it's like, this is saying, I'm getting two messages here. This is saying that your passion for doing this is a gift to the universe, and you are the gift, and God made you this way so that you would do this. And this little child is carrying this heavy banner, and it sort of represents something you've wanted to do since you were born, and you were born to do it, but it also represents the energy of This is very innovative, whatever this is, and it's something that's going to be very worthwhile for the planet. It's like a brand new something that you're bringing in. Really cool energy. I love this. Is right up your alley, Aquarius. And so the Knight of Pentacles is here, and so the message coming in now. This is communication. So the communication, I feel, is like this is the external forces coming in. So the passion that you have that for this to bring it into being, there's external forces that are also looking at it and saying, what an amazing idea. Yes, I'm in. I will put my money into this. So this is talking about you're now attracting the ability to attract other people to also want to do this and maybe go into some sort of partnership with it, or, have backing of some sort. It can talk about, see, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving, but this energy, when it does come in, it's about this energy of a legacy of wealth, generational wealth, something that's going to be a legacy and something very worthwhile. And so people are starting now to see whatever this is that you've been working on, perhaps since you were younger. It was an idea you had when you were a kid. When I grew up, I'm going to do this. And now you are. And it's very, I'm getting something that hasn't been produced before, something very unique. But other people are now willing to put their money into it. And this usually represents a solid offer. Yes, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, like in the old days with royalty, the page at the age of about 7 to 14 would start working for royalty, and they would do like messages within the court, deliver messages. They would do small tasks and that, and it was regarding the health, wealth, and happiness, and like that represents money as part of that energy. And then if they grew up and they were doing really well at it, then they would be 21. They would be, and if they could afford a horse, and they probably could, because they generally came from a family that grew up in a family that understands the value of money and that's innovative, that kind of energy, likes adventure, like their dad kind of energy. Or like the king. They loved working for the king because they learned so much, But so the Knight, when they're 21, they're like more going far and wide, and their horizons have really expanded. But this is usually a real solid offer from someone that understands what the project is, or what the value of it. They understand the value of it, and also have been kind of maybe mentoring you through this energy, that kind of energy. So it's reinforcing this energy of you were born to do this. It's supported by God. This is the happiest card. When you start having people being able to see your vision and being willing to invest in it along with you, that's a really powerful energy, right? So that's that passion for new discovery, attracting that energy in. And then it's a whole new world. I love this energy for you, Aquarius. This is beautiful. So this is talking about how much it's going to be different after, like you're almost there. Don't give up now. Whatever you do, don't give up. Keep going. You're almost there. That's what the solstice represents. A lot of people, for whatever, like the reason is things get more challenging when you get closer to your goal, in part because you've invested all this time and energy in it, and also because you understand that, you understand like how much you want it then and how much you have to lose if you can't bring it forward. And this World card is the 21st card in the major arcana. So this is the end of a cycle. So I feel like the cycle of like having to being kind of fighting for it and making concessions and all of that energy is changing in 2026 for you. I really feel that. And it's already, you might be feeling it, like I can feel it. It's really exciting. really exciting energy. And it's talking about like the beginning of a new cycle, doing the same thing, but in a more exciting, supported way. And this energy here is talking about your commitment in your marriage and partnerships. So that, you know, I feel like this could be committed. I feel like this could be a couple, or maybe you'll also have the fulfillment of finding the person that is going to empower you to do this, and they're also a romantic interest. So you combine the two. And then we have this transformation. This is like a totally different way of doing things. So this is communication coming in, I feel, that's going to make you very happy because you're supported. And maybe in the past you didn't feel supported, but you knew without a doubt that this was going to work and you were going to make it work no matter what. That's the energy I'm getting. And this is about your higher learning. Well, who better to go to than God, right? And it's kind of like you were born to do this. So your inner intuition, which is what the moon energy is about, using your intuition as well as your logic, is so beneficial for you. And this is about higher learning and being able to travel, and because of whatever you're doing. So maybe you know, people all around the world want to invest in this. Like, it could be something really amazing. I'm feeling this really awesome energy. And so then this is about your career and your reputation. And I'm getting that maybe at some point people were like, give it up already. Like, go get a real job, you know, that kind of energy. But I feel like that was not an option. You had conviction beyond a doubt that this is what you were going to do, and you know it's going to work. You just needed some support. And now that support is here. So this is about blessings from friends and, you know, people, acquaintances, and people that maybe you've known these people for a long time. And now that this energy is coming in, they're starting to recognize it too. So you're getting support from everyone all around you. This is amazing energy. And then this is about endings. So I feel like, and your spirituality and your faith in your path, like understanding, like sometimes you might not have, you know, faith in yourself, but you can trust that your path is the divine path that you were put on, that God put you on this planet to do this. And I'm getting, you always knew that from a child, in your intuition always, and the everything that happened in your life was kind of like geared for you to get this done. I'll be excited to know. And look at, I had this upside down, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's saying, you know, watch for synchronicities right now. And I think it's quite a synchronicity that we have the new moon in Sagittarius, this energy moving. We're on the cusp of Capricorn as I do this. The Capricorn energy is coming in to really empower you to climb that mountain and get this done, and have the support of the people around you. We're moving into a whole new year, a whole new cycle. It's going to change for you. You're going to have more support than you've ever had. That's the energy. If you are enjoying this, please do like and comment. It really empowers me to build my channel. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to clarify this now with my oracle cards, Tales from the Vector. And this is an oracle I started working on in 2007. And I've finished the 64th painting. I'm an artist, so they're big dragon paintings, some of them, so it took me a while. In 2020, I finished the last of the paintings. I've worked with these cards throughout the years, you know, but now that I have all the paintings done and that, I'm doing this online so I can gather more information. So when I bring the deck out, I'll have the information correct that goes with the deck. And I will have in the description box below the order that these appear, and the numbers on these cards represent how the paintings are in the gallery on my website. And that's talesfromthevector.com, TAILS from thevector.com. And the oracle is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. That might be up your alley, Aquarius. It's my dragons come from the future, not from the past. All right, so I'm just tuning in as I was talking to you, and just want to get the energy and see what card wants to come out here to start this off, to clarify. So we're clarifying What is all this? Oh, here it is. Okay. This card here. Oh, look at that. This is about having that Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is saying that, I put that down there and I brought this out. And I grabbed the wrong deck. It's the Wheel of Fortune, but this wanted to come out. So what this is saying is that there is this energy of love from the universe for what you're doing. I've never done that before, so I grabbed the wrong deck. And the bottom says, yes, it's confirming the Wheel of Fortune. So if you don't have the person that, that is your divine partner, this is saying that there's a divine partner coming in for you. And it would be the perfect person for this new part of your journey. Really cool. That was weird. I was like, what happened there? And then this, the 2 is the High Priestess. Like, I can feel the excitement of this energy. So this is, the High Priestess is when the Fool goes on a new journey and starts the new cycle. That's the 0 card. And then there's the Magician and then the High Priestess. And the High Priestess sits in the throne next to God. And so this is all about joy to the world. This is all about being very close to God and using your intuition to get to where you want to go. Really confirming that energy, like right by the moon here. The disruption. Okay, so yeah, I'm just getting that. There's been a few disruptions in this journey for you because what you're doing is so unique. And as I said, not everybody enjoys that Aquarian energy. Some people just leave it the way it is. Can we just do something that is like normal, Why do we have to be unique? Like, can't we just do what everybody else is doing and chill out and, and other people are like bored if they do that. And so this is also talking, I feel the disruption could be that, but it's also talking about this energy right now, again, just confirming that this energy that we're in right now, we're moving into the holiday season. So when people talk about disruption, they quite often are thinking like, things that like storms and stuff like that. And we certainly have had that in Canada, right in time for the holiday season. When people are about to travel, there's been like on the West Coast flooding, like crazy flooding, like as well as in Washington. And it's like really, really bad. Just houses like being underwater basically at the roof line. And then we've had like major snowstorms. Like Canada's a big country. So in the prairies, they had like, I think it's clearing up now though, but they had like blizzard and like they had to close the highways and planes couldn't fly. It was like minus 40 degrees Celsius. It was really like really a disruptive energy. But it's also talking about when we are moving into this holiday season, it's like things start shutting down around now. And it's like, take advantage of that energy to rest up. I'm getting, pour into yourself, because it's going to get busy in the new year. So like, chill out a little bit, enjoy yourself, work hard, play hard kind of energy. What you have put in place, have faith that it is in place, and like stay on top of it, but enjoy these days and take a little bit of time for yourself. That's the energy I'm getting. You've been working very hard on this. And it's kind of, there was some sort of blind spot that was stopping you from being able to move forward. And I feel like this energy that it was like a piece of the puzzle fell into place, and that made the Wheel of Fortune click. Because I can hear it like clicking, and like moving forward. And that's the Chariot. It's already started. So whenever that was, that piece of the puzzle fell into place, that's when you had a passion for doing. Okay, I'm gonna experiment with this. So that's the energy, and it's talking about moving forward into the future. And then we have, in 26, harmony. And this is about being able to speak about some sort of success, and that's attracting the energy and people talking about your success. This could be very public whatever you've done. It could be like, wow, look what this person has done. And all the people that, were saying it couldn't be done, going, oh my God, they did it. That kind of energy. And then we have father figures. So this is kind of talking about that energy. Are you going to do things like your father did? And your father, like, it's not that you don't admire them or whatever. This energy can be talking about having a father figure that you looked up to and you don't feel like you've matched their success, or that your father did things very differently from you and you're wondering if you'll ever have the success that your father did. That's the energy I'm picking up. And the answer is yes. And, okay, what I don't know won't hurt me, being in denial. And so this energy, I just feel like what was hurting you is like not being able to figure out that little piece of the puzzle energy. And it could be something, and I'm also getting, you didn't really have a lot of support at times because people thought you were kind of like, go get a real job kind of energy like that. And then we have attachment. So this is about being really, attachment is a karmic space where being really attached to an idea can cause a problem with being able to see. Like the blind spot was from being so attached to it that you couldn't see the solution, like it was that I feel like when you got it, it was like, oh my God, it's been sitting here right in front of me this whole time kind of energy, like a light bulb moment. And it was probably something so simple that you overlooked. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. And then we have the temperance coming in. You stay devoted to your path. That's coming in again. And and it's sitting right on the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel this is saying your perseverance and your patience has really paid off, and it's going to really bring in that abundance for you on the physical plane. You're finally going to make some money after pouring all this energy into this. And it'll be good money. And then we have dissension. So yeah, I'm just getting that you didn't pay attention to what other people were saying. And I'm getting this could have been people that were career people and we're looking at you like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you go apply yourself to something that's more of a sure thing rather than something so different? And so dissension is kind of when people try to talk you out of doing things, or they try to create like some sort of, divide and conquer energy. That's, so there might have been like some of your family just thinking, this is crazy, Dad, you have to go sit down and talk to them. That kind of energy. But this is like, you were born to be a star. And this is the innocence card. So this is like having this knowing from since you were a child, you just knew inside of you that this is what you need to do. And now you're a star. You're a superstar. I love this. I just love this for you. This is awesome. And it's taken you a while. Like this is talking about someone who's a mature adult now, but this is also talking about being able to anticipate the future instead of having expectations of the way things should go. So it's saying, like, as I said, like this Aquarius energy is not for everyone, and you're full into this energy is what I'm getting, but you did it responsibly. And I feel like, you didn't do what other people expected you to do, so you weren't limited. So that's why now you deserve this. You are a superstar. People should be talking about you in a very good way. And here we have the Chariot, which is right on your reputation, everything that you've been working on. This is awesome. This is like people that were naysayers, like a horse neigh, they're charging in and they're like, wow, we want to have a part of this. We're willing to put our money into this if you need any backers, that kind of energy. And then we have deception. So this is talking about, I'm just getting like people, the biggest deception is that men and women don't love each other and that they're at war. And I feel like maybe in the past you didn't have that person in your life, like in your love life, that was, so, like, they got to the point where they said, look, you need to get a real job or I'm leaving, like that kind of energy. And now the universe is saying, if you didn't have that, that you will have that now. You'll have that opportunity. Or it could be saying that person was sent to you so that you would have this to keep you going if you already have that. And that even like your relationship with your significant other is going to be even better. If it's already awesome, it's going to be even more awesome. And this is a wish come true for you. So you've had such a good attitude, and your attitude has driven this. This is just beautiful energy, Aquarius. Congratulations. I can't wait to hear about getting, we'll hear about it, what you're doing, because it's like, you know, this energy here is talking about, you know, the whole world knowing what you're doing, like, and that it will benefit the whole world, and also moving into this cycle of it being like a whole new world. Awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. If you have, please do like and comment, and consider subscribing to the channel if it resonates with you. It'd be an honor for me if you did so. I will be back with another reading for the beginning of January. Bye for now. Okay, Stella, I know I have to wake you up because I got to turn the camera off.